Yo, what up guys, and welcome back to a new video. I hope you guys doing good. I'm doing pretty well as always. Today, what we're doing, I come directly to the point. So many guys of you wish a more in-depth tutorial about initial slice, and that's exactly what we want to do today. I will go in depth, I will explain you many things. There was many questions in my comment section in the last video, So we will do that today. I will explain you everything what you need to know, what this plugin can, what this plugin don't can. So let's get directly into the video and let's have some fun. So guys, I open already Flstudio and I open up the instance of initial slice in my Flstudio. So when you first open this plugin up, it will look something like this. The interface is pretty self-explaining, but I will go in depth today and will show you guys what you can do with this plugin. So initial slice, it's basically a slicer or sampler, call it how you want, and it's don't make much more than any other slicer. It has some features what other slicers don't have inside there, but basically it's a very good and very nice slicer. So, but you can make way more with this one, and in this video I will explain you exactly how you use it and stuff like that, because after my last video many people hit my many people hit my comment section and say please make an in-depth tutorial about initial slice, and guys, here you got it. So let's get started. On the left side you have the preset library. This plugin, like I said in my last video, comes with over 300 presets. So with over 300 samples, you can choose here what you wanna use, which you wanna use, and click on it and it will load up. Initial slice will automatically set initial slice to the project BPM of your DAW. On the right corner here you see how the sample BPM, in this case 130, and my project in this case is also 140 BPM. You see when I change this here, it starts a processing and the sample will be played now in 128 BPM. And the nice thing about that, it's a great algorithm. It don't change the pitch or anything from the sample, and it's really exact when you change the BPM of one sample. That's basically up here. On this side here you can adjust the whole sample. Like the sample is in the key of A sharp or B flat in a minor scale. If you turn down now or up the pitch shift, you will see it will change directly the key for you. It makes a processing and now you have a different key. So that's basically what the pitch shift knob do. You have a fade in and a fade out button that affects the whole sample, not only one chop. You will see it directly. It starts slowly to get in, and you can make the same with the fade out knob. Pretty easy. You can hit reverse and you will reverse the whole sample. On this side here you can choose between every slice in this pattern. So if we take this slice, we can just detune and pitch shift this slice and reverse it for sure. So this first slice will be in the other pitch and then back to the normal pitch. So here you can set or you can affect every single slice of the particular sample. Here you have a little amp, you have a gain, you have a tag, you have a release. Nothing crazy. Up here it says it starts on a C4, so if you hit C4 at your keyboard, it will, where C4, it will play the first sample chop, and you can set it here where you want to play it. If you have a more small keyboard and you don't want to put the octave down or up the whole time, you can set it on C5 or C6, depends what you prefer. And here you can choose from the slice mode. You have 4 beats, 3 beats, 2 beats, 1 beat, half beat, quarter beat, and so on and so on. And there you can change how thin you want the slices of the sample. And you see here down it changes directly how it's routing on the keyboard. The gate knob here, it's kind of a gate effect. It makes like vroom, 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 and maybe kind of a side chain. So you just cut the first half of the sample, or the last few seconds of the sample, and then it sounds a little bit like a side chain almost. That works best when you make the most minimal chop slice mode it exists. It almost sounds kind of a reverse, kind of. So that's basically what you can do here. Let's go back on 4 beats, and now I want to tell you about the effect rack routing. You see down here you have an effect rack. You have the master, you have 1, 2 and 3. When you load it up and it's set by default, 1 will be the slicer sequencer, 2 will be the drum sequencer, and 3 will be the bass sequencer. And basically what you can do there, you can apply effects from a delay, from a reverb, lo-fi, chorus, high cut, low cut, clipper, saturate, multiband compression. It's everything there what you need, and for sure the master chain will affect the whole project you're working on. Let's come to the next tab, the slice sequencer. So you see here you have a nice piano roll going, and there it starts that this sampler going crazy, or the slicer going crazy. I don't know one other slicer who have these tools. You have a built-in piano roll where you can set your chops. You have 2 options. You also can do it. I will explain it later. So you have here your slices, and you can easy with left click, and right click is delete. With left click you can put your chops in. Here up you can snap to grid, what grid you wanna and how long you want it. So let's go on 16 beats, and let's come up with a little pattern. That's just as a little sample. You can make up to 4 different patterns, and when we look in the playlist mode, you have slice pattern 1 to slice pattern 4, and the playlist is there where you can make a little arrangement with the beat you made. So that's all the stuff you normally don't have in slicers, and that's the point where I say this plugin stands out, and then you can arrange your beat, like here's pattern 1. If you have some variations, you can add it like here, like you want. Same, left click, put it in, right click, delete it. That's basically the slice sequencer. It's nothing more to say. You can clear all notes, you can select notes. Pretty easy if you hit control, and it's like an FL basically. You can select one note. Here you can decrease the velocity and stuff like that. So pretty simple, and you can come up with nice arrangement. If you work in a DAW, I just can say, and that's the point where I come now, let's delete that real quick. This plugin don't come with an export button or a drag and drop button where you can put the slice sequence in your DAW as wave, but for that we say, come on, we make it also in the piano roll of your DAW, and then you have it directly in your DAW. In my case, in Flstudio or in Ableton, it works in every DAW. You can just quick render audio clip as audio, and there you would have sample jobs. So that was one of the most frequently asked questions, how I export my stuff into my DAW. What you can't do with this plugin, I say it directly, you just can do that with the slicer, the slice sequencer, the drum sequencer and the bass sequencer. You don't have the option to drag and drop it inside your DAW. So what you also can do, what's pretty nice, every chop here you can drag and drop directly into your DAW. You can take basically the whole sample and put it in your DAW. That's the 2 ways you can export the wave sample inside Flstudio or in any other DAW you want to use. So that's the way I would recommend how you export the stuff inside your DAW. because it don't come with a drag and drop button that you can put the wave inside your DAW. It's the easiest way, and it's in any other sampler the same, that you trigger it with MIDI notes and put it in your piano roll of your DAW, and then you can export it as wave. It's the same. Many people ask also if you can put MIDI inside. No, you can't. It's not a feature until now, but it's inside, but it's a slicer and no MIDI thing. What you also can't do, and it's the thing I think they will add, the drum sequencer and the bass sequencer, they are not able to get triggered by MIDI, so you can't play with your MIDI keyboard, and you don't have something like a multi-out so that you can send each of this to a different channel rack or a master channel or a mix channel, how you want to call it, inside your DAW. That you have, that it's not the case, so you have to open it more times and work like that. Let's go directly to the next tab. It's the drum sequencer, and the drum sequencer is a drag and drops thing. So let's go in one sample pack, in this case Simon Saveder. You just drag and drop your sample over here, or you can hit here up the sample button, and there you come to the factory library of drum sounds we used in our here in this plugin, and there you can choose from many drum sounds. And also, if you, I don't know if it works also in, no, if you open it in the standalone version and you drag and drop just your sample libraries inside here, they will come here, and you can set, and you can drag and drop directly the stuff into here, but you can do it also in your browser from your DAW and drag and drop it inside here. And now let's make some drums. I just take some drums, just of the thing I want to show you guys. Here you have the drum sequencer. This is the same, snap to grid, beats per pattern, and you have 4 different patterns you can use later in your playlist. When you want to do a little arrangement, you can do that. Let's go inside here, hit there. So here you have the gain knob, panning, pitch and reverb. You can send it directly to a reverb, but it's pretty nice, and the reverb sounds dope. And then you just can drag and drop samples you like inside here and make your hi-hat patterns. And let's take a kick. Just to get an idea, wow, this kick is hard. So we have a little beat going, and the same you can do basically in the bass sequencer. You can drag and drop 808 inside here. You can have a gain, you have a pan, pitch and fine tuning, and it comes with a nice feature. You have a sidechain feature. If you turn that on, it's automatically routed to the kick, and it will sidechain your kick to the 808. So it's pretty dope. And then you can have your 808, pretty simple, and they're the same. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns, and if you have all that, you can go here, slice pattern 1, you can drum pattern 1, bass pattern 1, and then you can arrange your beat a little bit. That's basically what this thing do, and that's exactly the thing where this plugin really stands out. And for sure with the thing of it comes with so many samples and presets with a beat starter and everything like that. I will show you that in a minute, but before I want to talk about to create your own sample library. You can do it also. If you hit here up the create button, you can put your name there and enter the bank, And then basically what you can do, I don't make it now because I work already on my on the first Drill Madness Volume 1 expansion pack for this plugin. It will be available once it's finished on their website, and then you can click on Initialize and put your own samples inside here. Let's take one. And then you can, it's 127 BPM. It directly put the BPM inside here. It get it, and then you can set the BPM to 127, and say the plugin in this case is a C major, C scale major, and then you have directly your sample in, and you can create your own bangs. You just hit the save button and you can name it and save it and finish. The next thing I want to talk about, it's the beat starter feature. Like if you choose one sample and you hit the beat starter tab, in this case the sample of the BPM of the sample is 113, so let's go down to 113. It will load up a complete beat idea, like with arrangement, with everything. So, and it's pretty inspiring, so you can see a little bit how we program the drums, how we program the slices and the bass for sure, and all that stuff. And then you can play around, delete this, add another, and so on and so on and so on. And there you can get a little bit inspiration going. And it's also one thing, this plugin totally stands out. That's basically it. I say this plugin is kind of simple, and I hope I have a solution for your export problem. What I tell you, just drag and drop the sample chops inside here, or play the sample inside your piano roll of your DAW, and then you just can export it as wave like you want. You also could, by the way, make it here, and in Flstudio, if you give it a mixer channel, you can put Edison. I never find Edison. You can put Edison here, and if you play it, you have it directly into Edison. That you can do also, and then you can just drag it inside, and you have it inside your DAW, and you can work inside your DAW with it. So I hope it's a solution for your export problem. May it comes in further updates that we add export or drag and drop button for each sequencer, but let's see what comes up and what you guys want. So yeah, that's basically all I want to tell you about this plugin. If you have other questions, please just leave them in the comment. I will work in the next videos more with this plugin, and I can explain you everything you want to know and need to know, that you guys can work with this and still say it's one of the nicest samplers you have around there at the moment. Easy interface, you can do much with it. And you have a drum and bass sequencer also inside. If you say, I don't like the drum sequencer of my DAW so much, you can use this. Maybe it's more easy, maybe not. So yeah, that's basically all I want to say in this video. I hope you enjoyed today's video and it was helpful. And like I said before, if you have some questions, just hit the comment box, ask them. I will answer it in the comment box, or in my next video when I work with this plugin, I will go over it and explain you everything you want to know. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you have more questions, just hit the comment box and I will answer them for sure. And like I said, I will work with this plugin more and more, so you will learn more and more how to use this plugin. I think I go over the most questions you guys asked in my last video, and I pretty much explained the whole plugin. But if you have more questions, just hit the comment box or write me a DM on Instagram. You can do that also. And yeah, if you liked today's video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell that you always get notified if I drop a video. Please give me a follow on Instagram, please give me a follow on Twitter. I post there many other things and may you like it. So I wish you a very, very nice Monday. Have a good one. We see you in the next one. Peace.